Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Triple murder at shop in Clarendon. 3 men were shot and killed at a shop in Frankfield, Clarendon on Friday night. The deceased has been identified as shopkeeper Cecil Ricketts of Granham District in Clarendon, 42-year-old Kelvin Anderson, otherwise called Styler, a truck operator of Peckham District in the parish, and 56-year-old Delroy Facey, otherwise called Skengdon, a former of Belmont District in the parish. Reports are that about 9:45 p.m., the 3 men were at Ricketts' shop when a SUV drove up and armed men alighted from the vehicle opened fire at the trio before escaping. The police were alerted and upon their arrival, found the 3 men suffering from gunshot wounds. The victims were taken to the Mapen Hospital where they were confirmed dead. A level of madness among young men. Member of Parliament for Southern St. James, Homer Davis, has labelled last week's killing of 5 members of one family in his constituency as a level of madness among young men. Davis, who was speaking to reporters following Wednesday and Friday night's double and triple murder in the Roehampton community, said the bloodletting has been ongoing for several weeks. It's not only over the last 4 days, this has been going on for over 2 months now, where in that space between Roehampton, Stone Mill, Lawson and Trovey, some 10 persons were killed, Davis said. There were also some persons who were killed outside of the area who are from the area. Over the past 3 days, we had a double murder in a place called Stone Mill. We had another double murder up in Mars on Wednesday night, and last night we had a triple murder. So in less than a week, we have a total of 7 murders in that space, and it is very heartrending to say this, but there is a level of madness among young men that is taking place. He continued, sounding baffled. It is just beyond me to see why young men have embarked on this destructive path, and I can tell you, I don't think last night is the end. Last night might be the beginning of more things to happen. Sharing that family members who were killed, all cousins, were well known to him, the MP appealed to the relevant authorities for intervention to put an end to the violence and get justice for the families of the slain. I am calling on all the necessary agencies of government that can go in and offer some level of comfort to the family, some level of assurance to the people, and that includes the police, the Ministry of Labour and Social Security, and all social agencies that are a part of this administration. The Area 1 Major Investigation Division is investigating both incidents. Davis said, declaring a zone of special operation in the area will depend on the recommendation of the police. The Police High Command recommends the security measures that are needed, and I am sure that the Minister of National Security and the government will act if the recommendations are strong enough and the situation warrants it, Davis said. According to the latest data from the police, up to April 30, St. James recorded 54 murders, the highest across all the police divisions, and 28 shootings. The high crime rate forced the government to declare 2 14-day states of public emergency in the parish since the start of the year. The last one ended on May 28. Police clear up 2021 Manchester murder robbery case after alleged killer shot dead. A 2021 Manchester murder robbery case was cleared up posthumously on Tuesday after it was discovered that the accused killer has been cut down by gunmen last February. The accused killer, Aldo Chokrum Scott, 35, from Mayday in the parish was pointed out as the triggerman in the killing of Richard Powell, 35, from Comfort Hall, also in the parish. The incident occurred around 8:10 p.m. on July 12, 2021, in Chantilly District in Manchester. It was reported that Powell, who had sold a car and had $700,000 in his possession, was walking with his girlfriend through a shortcut. They were accosted by gunmen who robbed Powell of a bag containing the cash and shot him several times. The gunmen fled and Paul was assisted to the Mandeville Regional Hospital, where he was pronounced dead at 8:50 p.m. An autopsy conducted on August 11, 2021 concluded that the cause of death was multiple gunshot wounds. Police investigations were ongoing, but no one was held. Scott was shot to death by gunmen around 1:15 a.m. on Monday, February 13, 2023, in Old England, Manchester. Based on further investigations into Powell's killing, witness statement and photo identification, Scott was pointed out as the triggerman. After consultation with the Divisional Detective Inspector and Crime Officer, the matter was cleared up. Gun allegedly found in fisherman's bedhead in Raytown. A fisherman has been charged with breaches of the Firearms Prohibition, Restriction and Regulation Act following the alleged seizure of a weapon and several rounds of ammunition at his home on Friday. Charged with possession of prohibited weapon and unauthorized possession of ammunition is 34-year-old Marvin Williams of William Street in Raytown, Kingston 16. Reports are that a joint police-military operation was conducted in the area, during which one Taurus 9mm pistol with 2 magazines containing 24 rounds of ammunition was found wrapped in a bag and placed at the back of a bed's headboard in Williams' home. Williams was subsequently arrested and charged, and a court date for him is being arranged. 17-year-old among 2 charged for receiving stolen bike. A 17-year-old boy was among 2 people who were halted to the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court after being charged for receiving a stolen bike. The allegations are that on May 7, the teenager was seen driving a white 2020 Yang motorcycle on Shortwood Road with no license plate affixed. He was intercepted by police, the court was told, further checks revealing that the motorcycle was stolen. The prosecution told Senior Parish Judge Laurie Ann Cole Montague that the teenager led the police to James Pratt's house. Upon seeing the police, Pratt allegedly ran and was quickly accosted. After being cautioned by the police, Pratt allegedly said, "Officer, I may ask CJ make up and buy the bike. Bossy, me nah lie." The court was not told who CJ was. Pratt supposedly stated that papers for the motorcycle were available. The court was told that the 17-year-old had asked to borrow the motorcycle to ride because it was his birthday. During his bail application, which was ultimately denied until his defense attorney can provide documents providing that he'll be enrolled in a school, it was revealed that the teenager was living with his mother, and this is his first run in with the law. The attorney said her client intended to start the process of enrolling in the Jamaica German Automotive School, but his mother was told he cannot do so until he reached 18. At 17 years old in the eyes of the law, he is still a child, and because he is a star, the court would like to be satisfied that he will be properly engaged and properly supervised. At 17 years old, he is not enrolled in any school. Is that so? Judge Cole Montague asked, to which the attorney indicated that at present he is not enrolled in any school. Let me see some conditional acceptance so that I know that if I am to exercise my discretion in that way, I would not have a young man left up on his own defense, Judge Cole Montague stated, as she denied bail. We all know that saying that the devil find work for idle hands. Both the teenager and Pratt were remanded until June 8. Man accused of injuring infant during domestic dispute gets $300,000 bail. A St. Catherine man charged in relation to the injury of a 6-month-old baby during a domestic dispute with the child's mother was granted $300,000 bail with surety in the parish court on Friday. 28-year-old security guard Shaquille Daly, who is charged with assault occasioning bodily harm and unauthorized possession of ammunition, was ordered by Senior Parish Judge Desiree Ellen to report to the Portmore Police on Mondays. He was also ordered to stay away from the child and the child's mother. Daly, who is being represented by attorney at law Alexander Shaw, was ordered to return to court on July 14. In applying for bail, Shaw accused the child's mother of being malicious. He further argued that it was his client who was attacked by the woman and that it was during the ordeal that the infant sustained injuries. Allegations are that about 8:30 a.m. on May 25th, the woman and her child and the accused were at home in Greater Portmore when an argument developed. The accused and the child's mother are relatives. It is being alleged that the man attempted to slap the woman who was holding the child, but the infant was instead hit. It is further alleged that the woman chased the accused and the man reportedly used a garbage bin to rain blows with the baby, who was still in the woman's hand, being hit. The child reportedly sustained injuries as a result and was subsequently taken for medical examination. The matter was reported to the police and an investigation resulted in the man being arrested. While being processed at the Portmore Police lockup, a 9mm round of ammunition was reportedly found in his pants pocket. He was charged with unauthorized possession of ammunition and assault occasioning bodily harm. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification